supervisor to see whether that would be okay.
I get it. It's only 17 days old, so I can't imagine that they have probably any evidence.
So we're just trying to do a short reset.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Okay.
mean, if you want a week, 2 weeks, whatever you want.
Real short. Judge.
Yeah,
Thank you.
just you let me know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Eric, hi, bud.
I'm here on Mr. Washington, first name Michael.
Bond or custody?
Bond.
Okay.
And he is present.
Council for reset.
Okay, what's the word?
He has two cases, reckless driving and a pistol case out of the same transaction.
Okay,
State has offered him PTI with a bunch of things to dismiss.
we got that off for December 23rd, or I'm sorry,
January 23rd.
January 23rd.
So he signed the contract this morning so he can get started on all of the things. So he just needs time to do defensive driving, decision-making, gun safety class, and then a $100 donation to the food bank.
Michael Washington, come up. So it's 180 days.
I know, that's why I
You
don't.
know, I'll give you 3 weeks, but if he's not done by then,
He doesn't have to do community service hours.
Right.
It's just class.
so, you know, you've been given a great offer, right? They're willing to dismiss both your cases. All you have to do are 3 classes. Your case is 182 days old. I'm not giving you much time to get it done. If you don't have the wherewithal to have it done within a couple of weeks, I'm setting your case for trial. Do you understand? Okay, man. All right. Good luck. Couple weeks.
Judge,
Hi,
approach briefly.
of course.
How you doing?
How are you?
I had filed a motion to sub on the accused sub out Michael Slaughter.
Is that in your?
Is it on today?
It's on the docket today.
Okay, I'll
But
sign
I
it.
think I didn't have the and that's been a problem. Slaughter.
Do we have a motion to sub?
I'm not doing one now.
Just, yeah. Just have you talked to Slider yet?
Yes, I've only been knowing him since I was 13. But this-
The only problem is it's old.
Right, and I know we need to get moving, and I was wondering what happened, because I never could get the information, but I didn't file the order, so that's on me.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll sign it now. Talk to the state, see where you're at, and then just let me know.
Maybe one reset and going one way or another.
Okay.
I just need to see the information.
Council for reset.
Val. How are you?
I'm doing well, Judge. Thanks for asking. How are you?
You know.
Good. I'm approaching on Lan Nguyen is the last name, Nguyen.
I see it.
State's been attempting to get in touch with the complaining witness. Been a while.
You guys set an investigator in October.
Yeah, and the issue is we need a Vietnamese interpreter because every person we get in contact with, the last person, they don't speak it. So we're
4 months though, you know?
So we'll try reaching out as soon as we can. Today, we'll try see if we can get in touch with a Vietnamese interpreter, but that's the issue. Is we can't communicate. Yes, Judge.
At a week, that's it.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
Wait on somebody.
I can help you.
I'm with you.
Okay.
But okay, so last note we have on this one is that I believe Fleischer is the mitigation packet on it. So now it's back in October, so do you know if it
What
will
would happen is if I filed. That's why it never happened, so I don't see that.
Okay,
I'm sure we'll make no one the same thing.
okay, gotcha. Because it's right. Yeah, because
Look at it, I'll reach out to you.
gotcha, and that's for PTI, if you want to pursue that, because otherwise we already have a time cert offer on there. That's why
But he has a PTO.
well, contingent first do the mitigation packet, let us look at it, and then we'll determine if.
Judge, may we approach?
Tell me.
So he has a PTI offer contingent on the packet. the
Well, if
mitigation.
we'll offer,
Yeah.
we'll put a PTI, once we look at the mitigation packet, we'll determine if we're willing to make an offer of
Okay.
PTI.
So how long do you want? What was it? What was the last name again?
Yes. Sure, I'll get attached to the case today, so I can,
He's here, right?
yes, yes.
Lee Hughes, come up.
I went outside and talked to him, so he's standing right there. She's going to get him.
Okay, great.
Doing okay?
Doing great. Thanks, you.
Seems like everybody has this little nasal deal.
My daughter suffers, man.
Trying to get on the other side.
Come on up, Mr. Hughes. Your lawyer is trying to work a deal where he's trying to get an intervention agreement for you. You need to turn in what's called a mitigation packet to try to secure that kind of agreement from the state. As with anything in life, you get what you put in. If you put your heart and soul into it, you can achieve damn near anything. But if you put something together, it looks like you did the night before on a bar napkin, don't expect much. He's going to ask stuff for you. If you don't put your heart into it and soul into it, don't expect much. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, your case is 190 days old. I'm going to give you one last setting. You will not get any more time after this. I will give you 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but after that time, you're done. If you have not completed your side of the bargain, I'm going to set your case for trial. You get no more time. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you got 30 days. That's it. All right, we'll have you see.
Wait, counsel, there's defendant. Let's take a break. You're welcome. Now before we start.
I got an arrangement, man, from
Yeah, I'm ready.
Mr. Cruz. Amari Cruz, shall I call him up? Good.
Council for reset. Oh, alignment?
Yeah.
Eight, top page eight.
You, Mr. Amari Cruz Serrano. Yes, sir. Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 30th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a major crash on West Dallas Street in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed a bumper part of the motor vehicle at the scene where the defendant's vehicle struck a pole. The license plate was attached to the bumper, which came back to a blue Toyota Corolla when ran. A real witness saw the motor vehicle parked on the shoulder of North Freeway, matching the description given out by the officer on the side of the freeway with the defendant in the driver's seat. The real witness observed the defendant get out of the vehicle to change his tire, and the real witness stayed on scene. The officer observed the defendant kneeling by the front passenger tire, instructed the defendant to step away from the vehicle to come over to him, and observed bloodshot eyes, a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, and then administered standard field sobriety tests. HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 4 out of 8, one leg stand 0 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were 0.082 and 0.083. The defendant then stated he was coming from a bar. Was just broken up. He had 1 drink of Hennessy and Coca-Cola, though he later stated he had 2 drinks, and that his missing damaged bumper happened in the past, and that the bumper was probably at his home.
Okay. Any prior DWIs?
No, Your Honor. And his license is eligible.
Got it. All right, Mr. Cruz Serrano, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You're going to be randomly tested. If I find that you're consuming alcohol, any kind of illegal drugs, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
As long as you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you may continue to drive. But if you don't have one or the other, then you're not allowed to drive. And that's also a condition of your bond. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have one, I will waive your appearance. You don't have to waste your time coming to court, but you must stay in touch with counsel and he will tell you when you have to come back to court. If he tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're playing games, you're not responding to phone calls, text messages, you pick up a new case, you become a danger to my community, I only have one place for you. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll have you sign a receipt of Victoria. We'll have you meet with Fleischer of your bond conditions and then you're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes.
Hi, Judge. On Sidney Robinson, he is set for bond forfeiture today. It was a case where he has a charge here and a fugitive case. He was extradited. We reset it today for me to see if I can track him down, and I did.
Oh, great.
I know.
So what happened?
Well, I can confirm as of last night at 5 p.m. He is in the Adams County Jail with a discharge date of April 5th. I've been in contact with his mother, who confirmed as much. He pled in Adams County, so he's just serving out a sentence.
Hey.
So
Hey, I'm happy that you're able to get
yeah.
that kind of information. We'll give you time.
So when would you like to set it? April 5th is when he gets out in Colorado.
Does he live here or does he live over there? Do you know?
I hold on. I do know.
I think he lives here, right?
He lives here. He lives here. The probation was transferred to Texas.
So let's set it for a week
After April 5th?
discharge date,
Okay,
setting it for bond pool.
great.
We
Yes.
Get everything done, and then after that, it's still not going to be old, right? We'll still at that point be
No, it's January 11th, so it would be,
80, 90 days old. So after that point, now that I know that I have hands on him, I'll waive your appearance after that.
okay,
So-
great. And we are still waiting on evidence on it too.
I got it. So let's SFBF, the next setting, he's got to be here. After that, we'll wait.
And then Arenas is a new case I got. She just got taken in on a felony warrant, so I'm assuming you don't need any like conditions. It's a tampering license plate.
The only one I did was just no driving without, you know, a license and insurance, and he said that she had a valid license, so.
Sure. Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Council
I'm more important than this.
Yes.
She said that she wanted to call the county attorney on that today. Condition right now.
Yeah. We're set. That's what we should Okay. Go ahead. Council for
Matt Pro Judge? Good morning, Judge. How are you? I'm here in Orellana, Carranza.
There or there?
He was in custody, he bought it out. I know there was an immigration hold, detainer. It was never lifted, but he's out. I don't know where he is.
Oh, he's not here.
Not here.
That's no bueno.
I know. I didn't even know he had bonded out until about a week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, tell everybody that
Yeah,
on out, you got to be here.
I tell him the same thing.
So let's do this. I'll give you till Monday. I'll SFBF Monday. Do what you can to reach out,
Yeah.
you know,
Send him a
family or
letter
whoever.
today.
If they're not here Monday,
I know. And he possibly, he's in immigration, possibly get deported, so I don't know.
oh,
It's a possibility, because the immigration detainer doesn't say hold lifted. It says a hold, but it was never lifted. Then when you check the record, it says he bonded out. So I don't know how that was possible for him to bond out.
when you look on the master docket though, won't it say whether they get deported or not? You know? Who's Eric,
Last time I had somebody that did immigration.
you do a little bit of immigration, right?
They used to use this.
So if you have someone that goes to immigration from here, now Tony doesn't know if they got released or they got deported. When you look on the master docket, you know how you pull up the master docket, they'll say that they're at the Greens Road or wherever they are. Will it say whether they got deported
No,
or
but you
not?
can call the 1-800 number. So if you look up the
Immigration?
1-800 status number,
Look,
and then, no, it's an automated number. And you just type in the A number, and then it just tells you it's an audio recording. It'll say
A number,
the
the alien
judge,
number.
right, and it'll say the judge ordered
A number, I can
removal.
get it.
Yeah, I need the alien number.
Hold on.
And it'll be, the A number will be, did he have an ICE hold?
Yeah, the nose hold.
So if you go to
Need another-
so if you go to the district clerk side and you click on holds, the A number will be there.
District clerk here or
Mhm,
the
yeah,
district clerk
the-
in the feds?
No, here.
Do you need the country of origin too?
No, you just need the A number. And with that, you can type in the A number on the automated number and it'll tell you what's the last thing that happened in immigration court. It'll either say removed, deported, or it'll say there's a new master scheduled on whatever date.
I'll give him another date.
Mhm.
Tony, I'm printing this out for you. It's, I think one of those should be the A number. Where it says the warrant number, and then we'll put it on for Monday and you let me know.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yes, thanks. Hey,
So good news, Myers been approved.
okay.
Guilty, we're ready whenever you are.
Oh, okay. You ready?
Yes.
Timothy Meyer, come up. All right. Mr. Meyer, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 15 days in jail with credit for the 5 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge is going to go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You get pulled over in a car. All officers do is they look at your record and then they look at you. If they smell alcohol and they see that you have a prior to WI, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So if you're going to drink, you can have, well, I don't care. Just, you need to understand this, man, because you still have the next 40 years that you could potentially be driving. And the law, they don't give a rat's behind about it. All they care about is whether you have a prior, you smell like dope or alcohol now, they're going to take you in. You also have to understand from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. It will go on your record forever. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the office of driving while intoxicated?
Guilty, sir.
I'm going to find you guilty. Tell me why it got so old again. Do you know?
I don't, Judge. I mean, he lives in New Mexico, so I'm not really sure how this came to be. Were you just in New Mexico the whole time?
No, I was here for over a year and it happened during the height of COVID. It just took a couple years to even go to trial.
Come to court. Good things happen. You know, really. So when you pick up future criminal cases, come to court. Now, I don't know if you have any prior DWIs, but you got to understand the third DWI, because if you have a prior DWI, this one now makes 2. A third, you're looking at a felony charge, 2 to 10 in the penitentiary. So you got to be very careful if you have any priors. Do you understand? Okay, guys. Good luck. I'm going to run at CC.
Thank you, Judge.
Oh, one more thing. I have to suspend your license. I'm going to do it for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. All right? Okay, guys. Run at CC every 12 minutes.
And Judge, on your jail docket, Lopez Jacinto, he's going to waive the fugitive. So we'll wait for the interpreter to get here. Then you want to we'll bring him up?
We'll bring him up. Okay. Ready? Yeah. Eric, thanks for helping him out.
Yes, yes, sir. I have it's Jaramillo Jimenez on the docket.
Okay.
This is kind of an interesting situation because I believe he was in immigration as well. And his,
Someone else that's representing.
right,
Okay.
so his family hired me in December. I filed an attorney of record, I filed a motion to sub, and I came to court, but I guess I was never attached on it. And once he got out of immigration, he basically told the family, well, y'all picked Eric and I didn't pick him. I had picked another attorney. So I'm fine with the other attorney on it because he's still filing stuff on the case. He's still making appearances for him. I just need to make sure I don't need to file a motion to withdraw because technically I was never attached.
Do we know if Mr. Landrio is going to be here today?
I saw that he filed like a discovery motion recently, so I'm assuming he is.
Jaramillo. Give me a second. Let me call him real quick, just to make sure. So you're right. It looks like he filed a motion for discovery on January 6th. I guess we'll wait for him.
Okay.
See if he shows.
Yeah, either way, he told me a couple of days ago that he does not want me to be his lawyer.
Okay, then yeah.
I just need
He
to
cares.
I'm sure I've never met him.
Jaramillo Jimenez.
Council's here, Judge.
Okay,
Yeah, bro.
yeah. So you're here for Chilandria, right?
Yes, Your Honor, that's my law partner.
Right, okay, so you're here with it because Eric initially was hired by the family, but I guess the defendant is saying that he wants you guys to represent him.
Yes,
So
Your Honor.
you're not, I don't do anything. I
Right.
don't think you need to file a motion to
Because I
like,
filed a motion to sub and an attorney record in December.
just we'll disregard it
Okay.
and we'll just keep you on it and then whatever you guys need.
Was hired in November, so it supersedes, Eric's attorney record.
Yeah, we'll just keep it. Yeah. Okay, you're good. Don't worry about it. You're good. Okay, thanks, Eric. Hey. Hi, Bayuji, what's going on with you?
I am approaching on behalf of Mr. Shegun Bada. Good news, he did pay he's on Zoom waiting in the waiting room. He did pay the $840. I was told by Victoria that he's been extended for 90 days.
So now we just play the waiting game. You're
Yes,
good
he
for
just
90
has to do his part, which would be
Remain in compliance with the device and stay out of trouble, but you guys made his big.
Great. So I'm not gonna need to see him. You can talk to him
Okay.
and just let him know, hey, just be good for 90 days. Any more issues?
as far as a reset, do you want to do it like you did the last time, or like a check
Five.
point?
Check in, make
Okay.
sure, yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Bayuji. Frank.
I'm approaching on Noel Castillo or Garcia Castillo is his last.
Okay.
So everything's complete. They evaled it. They gave me a new offer yesterday. They kind of upped it.
Hey, it got worse. Ah.
Yes, I do believe there's some issues here that are not, anyway, I'd like to just set up.
Okay,
Yes.
sure.
Do I get the trial date from her or?
From Ronnie.
Okay.
She's in back.
Do I go through? Okay, thank you.
Right, they were supposed to come back because there was a snafu of some sort. Okay. That's okay. It's just as good. Right, that's okay. It's if they get sworn elsewhere, as long as it's a true notary, then it's just as good as swearing here. So just please, are you here for that case?
Yes.
Just please admonish the defendant accordingly that if we catch him driving, it's really not going to go well.
Okay.
Okay?
Thank you so much.
This is why I was a little bit, so if you want to sign.
That's a problem.
Yeah, yeah. More time to do this class? Okay, I'll start. Each thing for the 20. 25 for 20. Council for reset. We still need to go.
Give it to her. I got a couple. Thank you. J-I-A-V. Parents as well.
Yes, I think, I didn't realize that you were attorney on.
Oh. Oh, yes, yes. Okay. David's discovery.
Yes, ma'am, but there's no, I think you didn't.
Oh, no, there's no future things.
Okay, 12, March 12. No, I wanted it.
So it looks like our troubleshooting, the deputy.
Yeah, let's do it.
And I have a question. Why did I get a fugitive? Why did I get a fugitive? I don't ever do those.
If you're not on the list, you can't do fugitives then. Or you're not on the, then if you're not on the fugitive list, then you can't do it then.
That's why I don't know. He's gonna wait.
I don't know.
Still do that?
No, you can't represent him. I don't know why you got appointed.
I didn't understand that from the get-go.
You have to be, there's special training that you go through to be on the fugitive list.
Oh, okay.
And if you've not done that, then you can't do it. He can't do it.
Okay, so then I'll have to
We're gonna have to reappoint someone else.
Okay. Just.
Who is it?
Lopez,
Lopez Jacinto.
Jacinto.
He's not on the list to do fugitive cases.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, that's good. I can reappoint him.
Please. Hey,
Okay, I'll-
I have Timothy Smart. He's on,
okay.
tonight, and I've not been able to get in contact with him. Well, yeah.
I got it.
Can I file for, I was gonna file a motion to withdraw on it.
Yeah, I will book it now.
Okay. Thanks, Judge.
This is,
PTI, I think he's supposed to get checked in, just got everything set up, and then
I'm putting his bond at 15,004. That's how many times it's even more than that. Okay, yeah, file it. Just, we'll take you off.
thank you.
Church, was this off docket? This Corey Bob, not trying to
We said new. Or favor. Council for reset.
Shane,
Hi, Judge. I'm here on Mr. Shorts.
short,
Yes, King Shorts.
15,004 on.
Um, just, I guess, set it for trial. Do you?
30 days.
30 days?
Yeah, no more. The case is 1,500 days old, so it's
It's just a little bit old, Judge, like
So-
4 years.
like 30, that's it, and it's prep set.
Prep set, okay, just get a date from, okay.
What about March 18th?
Yeah, I like that. Thank you, Ramona.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Yeah.
So 5/7 is 3/7 or?
5 seconds was it?
What's the,
Failure to pay.
So.
No driving with me? He's not here today, right? Yes. Okay. Yes.
Council for recess? Yes.
Judge, may I approach?
Yeah.
There was a case that we finished last week, there was a plea, or earlier this week, on Gracia. I can give you the case number. It's 253-8896.
253-8896.
So I filed a motion to return a weapon, but to me, not to the defendant. I spoke to the state that they were.
As long as it's going to you, I'm okay. It's not going to go to him?
It's not coming in, and that's clear on the order as well.
Done.
All right, thank you, Judge. We'll get in. That way I can get a certified. The clerk's office. Where's your new paper?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My-
What did you say with it?
Sorry, I'm reading an interesting case and it kind of like,
Case one?
yeah, it's a case where a guy has an offer of a felony case. It's a felony assault of a peace officer, has two WIs down here. And so they had an agreement where they were going to dismiss the felony in exchange for a plea on these two cases down here. So they ended up dismissing the felony, and then something happened where they ended up dismissing these two cases. But then they ended up refiling the felony after the fact. So the lawyers filed an appeal. They want a specific performance of the agreement. But there never was an agreement. Because when you enter into a plea bargain agreement, it's a contract between them, you, and we have to accept it. If we don't accept it, it's not an enforceable agreement. And so because those ended up getting dismissed, it never reached it.
Never reached the judge.
Yeah. So,
It's interesting.
yeah,
You have a similar situation with
they were trying to enforce it but it never got agreed to.
But that's great. See if it's a huge file is not there.
Good job. Thanks, Judge. See you later.
Okay, see you, Eric.
This one of the key or what's her name?
Jeannie Foster.
Yes,
Few minutes?
See, Judge, how you doing?
Oh, hey, Joe, what's up, man?
This is a dismissal.
Yay, finally something good.
I wanted to brag on myself. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Joe, you're the best.
You always seem in some pretty bad situations.
No, not always, no.
You perfect. Thank you, Judge.
Good job.
Nice seeing you.
You too.
Council for reset.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Okay. Thank you. You too. Yeah.
Has he trained coach you slide?
Car was a total loss. Then you look at the follow. Soon follow. What's the number ranking?
Yeah.
Anything small you can last time?
Everything is in.
I have to do a lot of stuff.
It's like, I put it out. So again, 45 to 27. Wait on parents on.
We do the same on.
Yes, everything's in on that.
Yes.
And then you, with the state provide business development.
I do not have life offers on.
So I just.
There's no offer.
Oh, well,
Yes,
then what's
but
in next?
I think- so. So I'll get everything discussed out.
I think. I believe.
Well, I just need some time. The thing is that it's hard. I can personally know, you know.
How do you spell your last name? Did you go around to the response to that? Just like that, you have all this. Oh, yeah.
Well, at least.
Sorry, you're
Contact with someone.
Did you want to say,
I can-
Eight, 6, 4.
Hey, Gilbert.
Hi, Judge, how you doing?
What's up, man?
Just running around like always, recovering from a 6-day trial. It's been a while since I put my brain through all that effort.
Oh, what were you trying?
We're trying two sexual assault cases, assaulting one former spurned lover that suddenly accuses the ex-lover of
That's a lot of baggage, man.
rape. Just caught too many inconsistencies. The jury ended up finding her not guilty on both counts. That was a very.
Oh, wow.
I thought the guy was crazy for risking. They offered him a misdemeanor, family injury, bodily assault, 2-year deferred. I said, take it, man. Don't risk the conviction and the registration requirement. It's a good deal. Take it. This is a secure thing for you to go. You may be deported at the end of it.
That takes a lot of chutzpah right there. To go with it, that just unbelievable. What an offer.
Because he had betrayed his wife. It was the wife at the end said, if you didn't do anything, you need to go to trial. And I said, don't let your wife decide that. Oh, that's an interesting. Jail.
That's that takes a lot of,
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, I was worried about him, but,
well, you did it though. You did, good job. You did it,
I felt, I'm 69. Let's just say I felt the wear and tear of being in trial for a week and stuff. You really see the difference like when you're young.
Oh, yeah.
And you can try them, like, I used to try them back to back. I said, not anymore. Those years have accumulated on. I was surprised that the jurors liked me enough. I think they were feeling sorry for the old man representing.
Whatever. What do you want to do with our case? It's old.
I have Angel de Leon.
Yeah.
We're trying to finalize to see if it affects the plea agreement. They're looking at the restitution amount and see if we pay enough of it, the offer may go down. So that's where we are right now.
So where are you? How many times have you ripped it, Alex?
I was trying to check. Looks like we completed a rip. It's been a while, Your Honor. It was back in July, so we'd have to reach out again just to.
It was a total loss of a car, is what I'm gathering. So we're trying to find out.
Right, we have to confirm the amount, so we have to reach out, and we can reach out today and we can see.
Please, it's old, it's time, so.
Anything, we have time, I can step out and see if I can get.
No, don't, because he's got stuff he needs to do. So we'll set you off for a week.
Yes, Judge.
Please get the stuff done.
Yes, Judge.
All right, okay.
So find out if they have insurance or not, and if there's a deductible, what that was. And if they didn't have it, what's the total value of the car, and then we'll see what we're at.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, man.
Good seeing you.
You too, take care.
Much time, Judge?
Just a week for them to get the restitution amount.
That is friends.
All right.
I'm gonna run to where they kind of. I'll be right back. Did you? Give me a touch, so can try to be sure. Oh. I have to draw. Yeah.
All right, there you I don't do anything in the future, so. Yeah. We'll end everything. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Judge, did anybody approach you for bottom of case one? No? Okay.
Oh, to get dismissed? I don't know.
Yeah, the
Oh,
attorney.
yeah, he did. No. I'm right. It did get dismissed. He did approach. That's right. I was thinking of something else. Sorry.
Judge, we do have, one on page 21, an arraignment. It was here earlier. Bottom of 21.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Laws, come on up.
The laws, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. Officers were dispatched to a possible intoxicated driver call, and a witness stated he observed the defendant go in and out of lanes as well as make a U-turn on Highway 59 going against traffic. The officers conducted a traffic stop and observed the defendant to have glossy eyes, slurred speech, strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, poor balance, and a quarter full cold beer. Standard field sobriety tests were conducted, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 4 out of 4. The defendant contended a breath, and the results were 0.15.
Any prior to be eyes?
Oh, Your Honor. And I ran his license one moment. Ineligible, Your Honor.
Okay, he has, you're alleging that he had alcohol in the car, correct?
Yes,
While
Judge.
driving? Okay. I'm now ordering you not to drive, Mr. Laws. I'm also going, your case is 1,220 days old. I'm now putting an ankle monitor on you as well. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If you take off on me again, I'm going to make your bond extremely high. No more PR bonds for you. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, or unprescribed controlled medication. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're consuming alcohol or illegal drugs, I'm going to revoke your bond and put you in jail. Can you please appoint him a lawyer? I'm going to have you come up here, swear to us that you're not going to drive. I'm going to have you swear to us that you're not going to drive, Mr. Laws. Do not drive. Do you understand? I'm going to have you swear to us, and then I'm going to have you take your seat in the jury box while we find you a lawyer, sir.
Quick this way. Oh.
Isaac?
Raise your hand. Is your name Brian? Yes.
Shout out to Isaac.
I'm not driving out. Yes.
You didn't sign it.
I didn't sign it. There you go. Hey, you want to go through the list?
We still have a whole bunch of.
What?
Have you heard from Kimberly?
What page is that?
Page 19.
Did the defendant check in?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Who else?
Carolyn. Okafor.
She was here-
Page 21.
she was here
Yeah, I just
earlier.
saw her. Kim, it was supposed to be at a PC hearing today. She'll go to later, I just saw the, yeah, hey, doesn't see the drink box. Judge, page 18. A couple.
Okay. Where's Mr. Jacobo?
Checked in.
Okay.
I was waiting for his bond paperwork to get in there.
He's supposed to be here today though, right?
Oh, his bond paperwork says 2/12, so you skip that one.
But what about the DWI?
The DWI is the one he bonded out on. And his bond paperwork says February 12th.
Right, but on the DWI, he's supposed to be here today.
No, Judge, that's why he's on docket today. He was in custody. And so I rolled it. And today he populated on the bond docket, but his bond paperwork said February 12th.
Okay.
He just got out.
SFBF, both of them.
Hello. All right, how are you?
Well, good to see you. Niggas for Jesus.
Those bond conditions on Proctor, can I delete those or what are we doing with those?
The ones that say hold? Oh, I don't know because Jason said that they wanted to approach on someone with no contact for his previous case. And those were filed by the state, but I just wanted to not post them just in case there was something I needed to add. But.
Yeah, it's just no contact, no weapons, and then the driving.
Yeah, those are already filed on the other one. But I thought he was gonna change something, so I just held it, but I think he left, so we can go through with it.
Good. I can sign it, right?
Yeah, you can sign it and I'll take off the note.
The DOA.
So you did PC this bit.
Yeah.
Back, so I won't put that. Got one job. Stole hard line.
Yeah, that is funny.
That's how it gets for a little today. Something that's big. I need to promise. I just thought we were missing one line that she is.
I didn't initial. Didn't initial spies.
I thought she put you signed it.
He signed it, just didn't initial as an individual.
Just one of them signed. I don't know what she was doing.
He signed. So is it 2 hours?
Oh, Lord, sounds like so much, but he went first.
I need one.
And into Guadalupe Arenas.
Be fair. Be fair. All the time.
I am. Thanks.
Right.
I told him to come in on the.
Morning, Don.
What's up, man? How are you?
Doing well. So, just captured that, you know.
Good. First one, right?
Okay.
So.
Because a lot, yeah.
That's not.
Judge, can we approach on camp?
What's the last name again?
Camp. Bill Quinn, Camp, KEMP.
Okay. So what's the word, Thunderbird?
So upon watching the video, I agree with defense, but it's not really clear. It's all happening at once where you see one moment, the defendant like lunge forward, but blocked. You can't see what he does. And then officers grab him immediately. So you really can't see the grab that the officer says in the OR that occurred. But in the OR, it says there was that grab and that's why they grabbed him back. So
It's not there, it's not there.
Not there.
you just can't see. It's not saying it's not there. It's just that you can't see it on video. It's obscure. There's people in the way because
So I guess my theory from reading the notes is that when the whole situation was happening with his mother, the gurney was left outside of the house. So the EMS never came inside the house. They were asking the son who opened the door the mother has to walk outside. And he was like, my mother can't walk outside because she's having trouble breathing. Mom eventually comes outside, gets on the stretcher. The stretcher is then taken into the ambulance. The son is running after the stretcher because they're trying to make sure that their mom is fine. What the commotion that arises is that, for me, I feel like nobody knew who exactly pushed who, but it's more of an emergency situation about a child caring for his mom who's having a serious medical issue.
I mean, times like this, when you have a medical emergency, right, it's always chaos. I mean, there's chaos ensues, right? Is he really trying to prevent an EMS person from doing their job?
So you look at the
Alex?
totality of the facts, it's like, how are you supposed to, how is he trying to prevent someone from doing their job when all he's trying to do is make sure that he's helping his mother, who they said, hey, we're not going to come in the house to even bring you in.
Does he pull the arm off?
According to the officer, he just grabbed it and the officer grabbed him at that point. So the reason why it's not really clear how quick it happened. On the video, it looks pretty quick because the officers grabbed him immediately.
But the issue is that the officers arrive at the scene when there was already an incident occurring. They don't know, the officer can't state what happened initially.
Right, but the issue here is that as it's played, it's like the grab of the arm is that interruption or just disruption of the EMS trying to get the mother onto the gurney. And it's not necessary that the defendant intended to do that. It's just that there was that
This is
disruption.
a specific intent crime, so he has to specifically intend to interfere with the duty of that person, of the performance and exercise of what the official is trying to do. That's what he's charged with, right?
Respectfully, this is like criminal negligence. There's no intentionally knowingly requirement for this. It's just that a disruption occurred through the defendant's actions with criminal negligence. So in this case, he grabbed the EMS and the negligence would be that a reasonable person should have known not to do that, and that therefore resulted in the disruption of the EMS trying to perform their duty.
But the negligence also didn't pose a serious harm or threat. Like the EMS didn't appear to be threatened. I just don't think it's enough. I mean, even if they were to give us an offer, if we take this case literally to trial, the mom is going to testify as to what happened, including the brother and the dad, because they were also witnesses, which I spoke to all of them. I mean, I'm saying are we going to drag it? Because I just don't see it.
Our position would be that there's enough to move the case forward with probable cause. Whether there's issues for trial is another issue.
I mean, in that sense, he's right. I mean, it's just a probable cause hearing. Is there enough to move forward? Because it's a very low burden, right? Yes, I agree with you. Is it enough to find someone beyond a reasonable doubt guilty? Perhaps not.
And I'm also basing my arguments as what is actually the evidence that we currently have to kind of figure out the confusion on what actually happened that night. Because it is not clear at all, which stuff.
It is not clear. So admittedly, our reliance is on the sworn statement by the officer in the DIMS.
So let's look up, because it says here, by grabbing EMS responders' right arm, interrupt, disrupt, impede, and interfere with Sanders, a person employed to provide emergency medical services, including the transportation. I'm sorry, this is what I'm looking at. Did then and there unlawfully with criminal negligence. What does criminal negligence mean? Let's look it up.
Yes, Judge.
The defendant should have been aware of a substantial and unjustifiable risk of harm. Is there substantial and unjustifiable risk of harm in this case?
One moment, Your Honor.
The risk must be so significant that it's a gross deviation from what a reasonable person would do.
I'm gonna argue that if he was briefly grabbing the respondent's arm, it does not create substantial or unjustifiable harm. The fact that due to the nature of the situation, he was acting emotionally.
And Your Honor, if we're gonna go that, I'd respectfully ask for maybe 5 minutes to look in case law and see.
Take your time. There's no.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no rush here. I mean, we got,
Yes, Judge, and I suspect 5 to 10 minutes and just to look at.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Take your
Judge.
time. Ready?
Hey, Judge. Yes, sir. Will. How's it going, Judge?
Hey, how are you?
Good, good. We have Mr. Jashawn Harris on docket today.
Page 16.
Okay.
Judge, I believe all the discovery isn't on the case. The state has offered him PTI, but I've kind of went through the case and kind of gave the state all my timestamps on things that I think they need to look at. I don't believe they're gonna be able to make this case, just based on the stop and things like that. I know the court has found PC, and it's kind of like the issue you were just discussing, a trial issue versus the probable cause issue. It's more so a factual issue of where's his brake lights working, and can you have one defective brake light when your other ones work and still be okay? His tail lights worked fine. It was just they stopped him for a brake light, and he was also in the turning lane at a signal. They said he didn't signal to turn left, even though he was in the turning lane, and there's an arrow that directs you to turn. I provided them transportation code and everything for them to look at. I'm not sure if the court wants to set this one at this time.
No, I guess let's roll it to Monday. Take a look at what he has and see if it's something that you can make. If you still think it's good for trial, then on that day we set it. But so you're not interested in PTI then, right?
Don't believe so, Judge. I would.
No, because if there's a possibility that you are, I want him working on the packet now because I don't want to get here sometime later.
Of course.
Well, now we want to do PTI and we're at
Like I
200.
said, I spoke to my client about it. He has everything he needs. He didn't have to do a mitigation packet or anything. It's just an application. And I believe he was already approved for it.
Okay. So let's roll it to Monday. Let me know what you think.
All right. Perfect. Thanks, Judge. Appreciate it. Judge, also, my client is present today. Can I have his appearance waived for Monday since he did show up today and it's just more so an issue between us and the state to kind of help?
Sure.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thanks, Judge.
Of course.
Okay, let me approach Judge.
Monday, I'll say be able to look at everything like Friday, that, and just judge how long we.
But she just said, yeah, but I just got a point, so I had it.
Sure.
It is. Oh, okay. It's just.
Anna.
Yes, was during COVID.
Oh, okay.
So the ball just got dropped. Can I approach Judge?
I'm approaching on laws. Is the last name.
Okay.
He's on bond.
Correct. So you just got it.
Yes, I just got it like 10 minutes ago.
So I'll give you some time to look into it.
Okay.
It's 1,220 days old. So we'll give you a little bit of time. At the next setting, though, he's got to come back here and let us know whether he wants to accept the plea bargain or I guess we'll just set it.
Okay. And just for everyone's awareness, I know it's super old, but this happened during COVID and it kind of slipped through the cracks. It was just.
You can't, there's.
I know, Judge. It's.
Right.
It was a weird time.
It's still a criminal case. You can't just evade forever and just,
Yes.
We gave him May of 22 multiple times and he still failed to appear.
Okay.
Of 22. So.
But I will get a reset to take a look at everything.
Discovery complete? Do you have everything? What are you lacking?
Looks like we have everything.
Okay.
Wonderful.
And
So
I think it's a breath case, so I'll do the breath discovery order today and approach on it tomorrow. Just for all the DPS stuff. And then we'll
next time we'll,
There's a breath test in this case?
Who's a judge? Yes, there is.
Was it?
0.15?
Yeah, if you can file it tomorrow, that way you can get cracking
I'll
on
file it today. My computer's
No problem.
tired, Wi-Fi's, I don't know. But thank you, Judge.
Hey, Owen,
Good morning, Judge.
what's going on with you?
I've got a couple of cases on your docket this morning. They both arise out of the same transaction. We can talk about Rubio, Nicholas Rubio. This is an illegal dumping case being handled by Mr. Goldberg. Judge, I've dropped these cases in the grease. Mr. Goldberg has offered me a pretrial intervention on the cases. In fact, we were here last month. You gave me 30 days to get them into the cleaning green, and I just dropped the ball and didn't do it. Him and there's the other one is Arturo Rodriguez. The case is going to work out, Judge. If you want to set them for trial, I certainly understand.
No, but I don't want to keep just delaying the inevitable. I mean, if you guys are going to do the PTI, let's get on it, man.
We are, Judge. I promise you, I will get it done.
I'm not going to no more long resets. So
understood, Judge. I'll get it in and get it done as soon as I can.
Okay, are they both here?
They should be, Judge. I told them both to show up.
Rodriguez on top of 30.
Top of 30, yes, he's here too, Judge.
Okay, both of them are here now, Owen. So what do we need to do? Do you need to get a contract signed for them to get?
They need to come to my office to sign the actual contract itself, and then I got to get them hooked into the cleaning green.
Oh my God, that's how long is cleaning green? Is like 3 months away or now?
The first reset was 90 days.
I know.
The second was 30 days.
We're not, no more long resets. We'll have to micro. So, Rodriguez, Rubio, come up.
He's a Spanish speaker, Judge.
I speak Spanish.
Judge, I'm texting.
They both are.
No, I'm just gonna, I'll talk to him and I'm only gonna tell him to go to the office this week. We'll roll it to Monday to see where we get for the day.
Judge, I'm gonna be out of the city Monday. I have to go to McAllen.
You want to do Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Okay. Ustedes dos tienen que ir a la oficina de tu abogado para firmar contratos para entrar en este programa. Ustedes, los casos están ya viejos, so te voy a posponer hasta martes. Tiene que regresar martes para que sacamos una fecha para hacer clean and green. Tu abogado te va a explicar todo eso. ¿Entiendes? Ok, so quiero cuando tú te vas hoy, quiero que tú llamas a Owen para ver y ir a la oficina. Ok? Tiene que regresar martes. All right. Toma asiento, por favor. All right, so I told them that they're going to go to your office and they got to be back here Tuesday.
Understood, Judge.
In the interim, if you can get a hold of Mr. Goldberg to try to get the quickest clean and green date that you can.
Understood.
Okay, thanks.
Both of them
Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, Owen, you're good.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. John D.
Hi, Judge, I'm just approaching administratively. We have a Spanish speaker who we would like to do a waiver on. This is Abel's case. Antonio has been kind enough to step in per Abel's request to have him to the journey. So do you want him brought out for admonishments, which we'll need a translator for, or do you just want him to sign today?
Yeah, I guess you can just have him sign.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, John D.
Judge, I need to approach on Mr. Celestino.
Okay.
The last piece of the puzzle got done this morning, which is he went to go pay the DA fee.
Great.
So I am sending that to Brenda Gamaz. They just need to actually just do the contract, signing, because he already turned in the contract.
Do you want to set it like a week to get that
Yeah,
done?
a week. But also, Judge, I wanted to ask him, his mother is here. So basically, he's enrolled in school. He sent me information in school. You have him on a really tight curfew for the last month and a half. And he changed his work schedule. So he's going to be going to school during the day and then going to work
afterwards. Since he's technically in the program and they're supervising him with that, can you maybe waive the curfew and all of that stuff?
Program. I'm not, I don't want
So
to.
you can't do, I mean, he has it, he has the school.
Every time we give a little bit of leeway, something happens. And
But so as soon as they technically sign up.
program, he's off my hands.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Until that point.
I can make that happen ASAP.
Yeah, it's up to you guys, but.
Program today?
I have a plea on it.
Ready when you're.
So there.
Cesare? Cesare?
You, Mr. Cesare? Sir, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 12 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. Do you understand? Yes or no? I need to know that you can actually understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I can understand what you're saying.
You also need to understand that from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You're giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty, you can never change this, undo this. You understand? You still want to do this?
I guess I have no choice.
You got to be sure. There's no wishy-washy here because, you know, once you do this, this isn't like Target. You could just return it because you don't like it anymore. Once you plead guilty, it's a lifetime decision you make. There's no turning around. Your other options to go to trial. Those are the two options that you have.
I guess. Yeah.
Are you guilty of this offense? You either are or not. There's no.
I'm not. I'm not.
Set of trial.
Then we set it for trial. See, the deal is this, Mrs. There. We don't plead people guilty who are not guilty. If you're not guilty of this offense, then they either dismiss it, or if they feel that they have a good case.
I explained this to him, Your Honor, but I told him if you're not guilty, then we go to trial.
Right.
So
This
I'm not
isn't-
going to plea him, Your Honor.
This is not, it's not a game. This, you know, so you either are or you're not. Reasonable minds can differ. The evidence points to whose side is correct. I haven't seen the evidence. I have no idea. When we get to trial, that's when we all get to see the evidence. But there may be, you know, body cam, there may be videos, there may be eyewitness testimony. I don't know. But until we get to trial, I'll never know. So, you know, you were allegedly there at the time. I have no idea. You either are or you're not.
I was visiting.
Look, I don't want you to talk about the case. And just understand, you know, a lot of people try to justify things by what they think is right. Even though if you think something is right, if it's still against the law, it's still against the law. I don't know. That's why we give you a lawyer, for the lawyer to tell you what the law is, what happened with your case, and whether you are in fact guilty of the offense charged. I don't know. If you want a little bit more time to talk to Greg, you can. It's up to you. But, you know, once you do this,
Speak with him, Your Honor.
yeah, once you do this, there's no turning back.
Good. What was his last name?
Cesare.
Thank you.
It may be better. Yeah. Yeah. And that's how
I'm gonna tell them that you're calling Mr. Recorder.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them.
Mr. Celestino?
Okay.
I don't know that you have. I gave you, you want to send it to me? You guys send it when they send some versions and what I think. Those are the. So you're asking if they get the application. I thought you were going to post it too. I'm gonna I sent it. I sent it. And then they say, well, that's good. Okay, so I'll not. I'm here.
No pressure on. No pressure.
Do you?
Yeah.
Come on up, Mr. Cesare.
So there.
Already on hospice?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to the attorney though, so I don't know.
Are you guilty of the offense of criminal trespass? Okay. Just understand that, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. I don't know where this is from, but if you go back, chances are it's going to happen right again. So I don't know where this is from, but I probably wouldn't go back because if you do, you're asking for trouble.
It's an apartment complex owner, just say.
I wouldn't go back. Just don't. Even if someone invites you, I wouldn't go back because they're going to call the laws are going to come and they're just going to mess with you. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. Now, like I said, you give up a lot of rights. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel citizen. There are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So no more trials. We're done today. All right? Okay, man. How do you plead? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to waive your court costs so you won't owe anything. Good luck.
Just gonna give you a form, you go downstairs, you're done with this, cleared out. All right?
Okay, guys.
Thank you. Go right there.
Come on, I'll show you. Give me a second. Come on up, guys. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Who's this?
Say pujar. So he said, puja, fui.
Thanks. Well, 60 days.
Well, I mean, he has credit for.
You got it?
Yeah.
This a first, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Does he any prior DWIs or?
No, he's going ice. I think whoever did it just calculated how many, I mean, I can find it down. I just.
No. It is what it is. It's not a. Mr. Vasquez, good morning.
Señor Vázquez, buenos días.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 20 days that you've done.
¿Qué ha servido?
You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. You ever get pulled over again, an officer's going to see this. If they roll up to your car and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go very well for you. From now on, you're faced with a minimum of 30 days in jail. You understand?
¿Usted lo entiende?
Yes.
You give up a lot of
Usted
rights by
renuncia a
entering
muchos
this
derechos
agreement.
entre
You
este
give up the
convenio,
right to a
renuncia
trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers.
a
If
sus
you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported,
ser usted del
excluded from the country,
país.
denied naturalization. You give up the right to
Renuncia al
appeal.
derecho de no apelación.
Once you plead guilty, you can never change this.
Verlo.
Is this what you want to do?
¿Usted desea hacer?
Yes.
Desean que cabe.
Without opposition, the state,
Sí, que
you
supongo
raise a
el
good point.
Estado.
I don't know what's gonna happen in
Yo no sé lo que
immigration.
va a pasar
We
con la
reduce it down
inmigración.
to
Podemos
60 to 30.
reducir de 60 a 30 días.
You have to
Estado.
discuss that with
Y se
chief.
tiene que hablar con.
And we'd have to refile all the documents.
That's why I had
No pueden marcarlo y poner un inicial.
He's been in
Dice,
for 20,
él
he's
está,
been 20
le
for
dieron
60.
20 por
And I
60.
was just thinking, the judge
Y
brought
estoy
up a good point.
pensando,
I don't know what's gonna happen in
como
immigration.
no sabemos lo que
I'd
va a
like for it
pasar
to
en
say
migración,
30,
quiero que
if it's at
indique
all
30,
possible.
si hay una
Dispersion.
posibilidad suprimir.
Below point 15.
Y sobre punto
Vázquez.
5, el apellido es de Vázquez.
How do you plead to the
¿Cómo se declara la ofensa de
Intoxicated,
Cristina
guilty, not
Barber?
guilty?
¿Culpable o no culpable?
Culpable.
Guilty.
I'm gonna find
Voy a ir a
you.
lo culpable.
I'm going to suspend your ability to drive for 90 days.
De conducir.
Do not drive until you get a license.
Tengo una licencia de conducir. Okay, so.
We wrote it like that because he's got 20 days credit.
It's up to you guys. It doesn't matter. We're, okay. All right. Best of luck to you, sir. Thanks.
Señor.
Okay, thanks.
We want to make it 30 points instead.
No, I mean, we gotta do what the paperwork says. It can't just deviate, you know? I mean, if they want to refile it, they can refile it, but had two different, you know?
I hear you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay, no, I was just. Oh.
Hey, you wanna go to the left?
Page 3, bottom 3, simple arraignment foundation.
Sorry, did we do the driver's license suspension?
90 days.
90?
2501.
Yeah. So, page 7, is that complete?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Page 12, Flores. That's the one that called her and the co-defendant. Were you wanting to roll that one to Monday?
So Flores, SFBF Monday. On the other one, I'm revoking because it's already been SFBF today,
Okay. So what amount?
2501.
Both of them? 2013. All right, good. And then top of page 21, what happened with that one?
I don't know if she was here now because we were replaced. She walked outside. I don't know. I'm sure, assuming she's going to come back
We
in.
still, y'all support from. Top of page 24. Called and asked to roll the case for tomorrow.
Tomorrow? SFBF tomorrow.
Top, or I'm sorry, bottom of page 25. What happened with that one? He was saying something about an A number.
SFBF Monday. He was looking to see if the person got deported or if they were just released on bond and didn't appear here. I think that he thinks the person may have been deported.
Top of page 26. Did that one sleep?
Sharma was here, later, but then she never came to approach me. I think she just brought it to, so I don't know what she said.
Okay, bottom of page 33, you said you were revoking it, but you didn't.
Oh, look, there she is.
Bottom of 33. What's the new problem?
15,004.
Bottom of page 34, have you heard from counsel?
No.
The defendant is here.
I don't know. I don't know if they're ready to file a supervision order or,
Yeah, me neither. I've emailed them to swing by.
okay. Who's,
Geneva Ortega? He's in the,
is Miss, where's?
Miss Sharma, she's gonna come sign in a minute.
Morning, Judge. How you doing? Good afternoon. Hey, Sino, what's up, man? How are you? What's new? You killing it up there or what?
It's okay, it's good.
You're always killing it.
I was feeling it. I seen you on TV and I see you all over the your celebrity now. I know you don't want to talk about it, sure.
What's up?
Nothing much, just trying to pivot into PI, no personal injury, trying to pivot into it.
That's what I'll be doing.
That Pablo Escobar money.
Man, I'll tell you what.
Is that what you were doing too?
No, but it will be.
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's where
Just-
it's at, man. I see the numbers and I see.
Nuts. Nuts.
And all they're doing is signing a case up. It's really they're just like.
You gotta find it,
They're
though.
just signing cases, smart thing, yeah.
You gotta find it. Once you find it and once you get that,
It's crazy the quality of attorneys in this courthouse, and then you go see the civil attorneys, some of them never even tried court, you never had a hearing.
I was talking,
Eight digits, huh?
and I was talking to a guy yesterday about it. Never even been in a courtroom,
No.
you know?
I mean, if you just know how to market and sign cases, it's all, you can outsource them to other firms. So they, big firms that, work from home. I know guys who do that. They literally do nothing but just sign a case up.
I
pick it
saw-
up, And then wait for the check.
I saw a friend of mine get a referral of like 4 million, you know?
Yeah,
4 million referral fee. I was like,
yeah, it's no problem. Like, I mean, it depends how you get, but like I can confirm that I've been doing that too, for commercial cases. I'm not gonna just jump in.
no, don't.
And you need the
Right.
resources,
Right.
I'm not gonna.
No.
My brand's working. That's the but it turned out to be a good move because they actually got always quality work.
Just latch onto a good lawyer.
Do you want me to have it?
Yeah, I need to.
You know,
I need to-
you know,
The whole what I did here at the DA's office is like.
Yeah, just-
Years.
yeah.
I was working. I was going crazy. Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
You ready, Kavita? So Timberly, where are we going with your case? Because it's old. What's your guy's name again?
I have two, Your Honor. I have Kendrick Daly, and I was it the parents' wages for now?
So Daly is number one. So
Yes.
it doesn't matter. That's not an old case.
Okay, yes, sir, but she just offered a PTI on it anyway.
Okay,
So
still in
I'm
normal
gonna,
setting.
yes, sir. And then on Mr. Johnson, there's a new policy. We were supposed to do a PTI packet, which we did. And there's a new policy that the chief nor I knew about that they just emailed yesterday and said, we have to do an application now. So they just looked it up in the
There's always been
notes.
an application that's due.
I didn't know, but they said something about a new policy and then they have to get this application notarized. I don't know.
So you haven't done that yet.
Well, no, well, we sent it to him last night.
Yeah, but-
So, Mr., did you bring the application we sent you?
Yes.
Okay, so he has it today.
So what we'll do is we'll set you off a week
Yes, sir.
to see about the approval or denial.
Yes,
And we'll
sir.
go from there. If it's denied,
Someone just come back and handle it. It's no big.
Okay.
I got it, Judge, I promise.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
hey, a week on that case, Vic.
I heard him say one.
A week on Johnson, where's that?
All right.
CW, which is not actually.
I got seen.
You sound more.
What, are you talking to me?
13th is my birthday, and that's gonna be the only case I'm coming down here for, but I wanna
Well,
handle.
I mean, a couple days before, I don't care.
Okay,
Just a
thank you.
week-ish.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
The 17th?
Come on. Yeah, let's do it. Hey, good morning, Ms. Ortega. Ma'am, you're charged with assault causing bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 1 year in jail. This is so weird. It doesn't say that. What the heck is this? Alex, how's this, who filed this?
I do not know. Who is the cause?
Is it just says 1 year death.
Ron, if I had the cause of record, look.
I think refile.
Yeah, so because
Oh, that's not bad.
we really don't know, is this a deferred?
Yeah, Judge, I'll do it really quickly. It should be done in the next.
We'll still do it and then can file everything later. So we're doing a 1 year deferred though? Okay, so Ms. Ortega, you need to understand that you're entering into a deferred adjudication. This is a type of probation that if you complete it successfully, you do not end up with a conviction on your record, but you can't tell people it was dismissed. You get into a deferred, if you complete it successfully, there's no conviction on your record. You understand the difference? You give up a lot of rights by entering this agreement. You give up the right to a trial. Shh. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you are entering into a contract. You either successfully complete the contract or you get revoked. If you do something to violate this agreement, I'm going to arrest you, put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out in orange. And the only thing we're going to talk about is if you violated the probation. None of that, whether you're guilty or not guilty, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is if you violated this agreement. For you to complete it successfully, you must complete a Thinking for a Change class. Guys, which Thinking for a Change do you want on Ortega? It's 4, right? It's 4 hours. It's a 4-hour Thinking for a Change class. You must do a 2-hour anger management class. No drugs, no alcohol. You must also do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No threatening, harassing, or abusive contact with a Derek Michael Waters, Alondra Georgina Mendoza. Is this how you understand the agreement?
Yes.
I will make you a deal. If you do well, if you're nice to everybody, and you do your classes quick, I'll take you off in half the time. You can be done in 6 months if you really kick butt and just be nice to everybody and don't use. Don't test positive for dope, alcohol. I'm not asking for much. Do you understand? How do you plead to the offense, ma'am? Guilty or not guilty? I'm not gonna find you guilty. I'll withhold that for a year, but like I said, get everything done quick. We'll take you off quick. What do you do for a living?
Oncology and radiology doctor.
Okay, do you have any children? Okay, you can reduce it. All right, ma'am, best of luck to you. Thank you, Katia.
And Judge, I also have Ms. Uceda on the docket.
You say that. Okay,
We're waiting on a competency evaluation on that.
how long have we been waiting?
I think December 9th.
We still don't have it? That's really long. So, is she here?
She's here, Judge.
Why don't we give it a, where are we going anyways? Do you know?
We're trying to do some sort of informal PTI because of the mental health. There's
Have you
a.
spoken to Brad about this yet?
Say
Have
it.
you spoken to Brad Morris about this yet?
I haven't, but I can.
Reach out to him
Okay.
and see if they're even amenable to it.
Mostly for felonies, but he's talked to me about misdemeanors before, so I can reach out to him.
Well, we see who if it's not him, who's the point of contact that we can actually get through. So for mental health purposes.
I don't think there's one that for misdemeanors, my last conversation with Brad, but he said he's happy to help me if I ever have a misdemeanor
Okay.
case that he can take a look at. So I'll definitely do that.
And let's set it off a week. I don't want to wait long anymore. You know, we should have gotten it by now. I don't understand why it's taking so long. And then if it's not here next week, I'm going to start reaching out to people then. All right? Okay.
Last one I needed to approach for you was Jada Davis. We have submitted an application for consideration of pretrial intervention. She's going to pay to do her TRAS.
Well, wait a second. Do you want to wait first?
Davis,
You think that she's going to 100% get entry?
she will get it. She has,
Is there a blood test or breath test?
it's blood point. Ooh, let me look. She's eligible for
I see
sure.
more denials now. That's why I'm saying I would hate for her to have to pay for it and then get denied.
Makes sense. I'm pretty sure she flies under the radar as far as getting approved. Let me look and see.
Felicia, he still has a curfew. I did not take the curfew off.
Signing the contract. I've already signed it. It's already going through.
They were found in the supervision order today?
Kelsey just signed it. It shall be coming through.
Okay.
No, I got the email. It's happening. I wouldn't let that happen.
I'll talk to the DAs and see where they are with the application, because I sent it to them end of January 27th, so they should, I'll reach out to them and see what they say.
For a couple weeks?
That's fine, Judge. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Kajit. John D. That is on live stream. Live stream.
One second.
I see. Okay. Ready? Okay. Once and for all.
Yes, Judge, and after reviewing the video and reading case law where there's a case Duncan Telvey Estate where they describe it as essentially shutting down, even we looked at it, we don't see that here.
Okay, I'm gonna find no problem.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Your Honor.
Good job.
Thank you, thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you, look, from what I read, I was looking at case law as well too, and it said the gross deviation is such that like there was a guy who had a trailer, right? Who didn't put chains on the trailer detached. It was a homemade trailer. It detached and it killed someone. That's a gross
That's why I
deviation. You know what I
posted the
mean?
video and it was just
Yeah.
very brief. Yes, Judge.
You have enough cases.
Yes, Judge. Mhm.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Good job.
Thank you.
Is Mr. Kemp here?
No.
He's waived?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow, I told her.
Done?
Almost judged.
Wrong answer.
I know. So Kavita has two cases.
We've already spoken about
They'll talk to you.
We've already I've spoken to Kavita
Yeah,
already.
she had like four altogether.
One pled on Davis.
The bottom of page 9.
Yes.
Okay.
So a couple weeks, she's going to do the TRAS today. They already submitted the application. They're waiting on their approval.
They just got that this morning.
Correct, right.
The next one, bottom of page 11. You haven't gotten.
I know. I set it off a week. She's going to reach out to Brad Morris. If in a week we don't have the evaluation, I'm going to start reaching out to people.
Okay, bottom of page 23.
Bottom of page 23,
Yes.
that's their case and it's young. I don't need to get involved.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't need to get involved. It's.
You dismiss it.
Ah.
You like where we're at, basically.
Look, your case is super young. You guys got time, whatever you want.
It's always the other way around. Now the one time I need you.
I ain't in it.
Push.
Well, you took the first side, just how about, top of page 26? Is that the one that you read?
Yes.
Bottom of page 30. Please strike at call council and multiple times, no response. I sent emails, no response. What do you want to do?
I guess just hold it for maybe, 45 minutes, right?
Okay.
They're really busy. They're really good,
Yeah.
Hey, are you guys on the bottom of page? I'm sorry, not page. Let me see. On Shanika Smith, are you guys ready to file a supervision order?
The last note that we have here is that there was an amended contract sent to the defense counsel, and I don't know if we received a signed back in order to send.
Okay. I gotta say, I want to say that they did it.
I think they knew about it because in the email, we all got it. It's about SOP or something like that. And it was sent, the contract was sent.
Okay, so I guess just roll it a week or something. That's it after that one though, right? Oh, well, that's just,
No, you already told me. Yeah, that's it.
that's it. All right.
Ready?
Yeah, we'll give it to you after. Yeah. So I guess we'll do it to you.
What was the last one?
It's 30-day PTI, so we need TRAS. Yeah, how about in one, so we can. Your time, you all can get.
25 for the 27th.
Okay, I see Terrence. I don't see.
Oh my God. It's like one whole other month.
No, it's the same thing.
I don't know if the
Still gonna happen.
All right, guys, I gotta roll because I got a meeting, but I'll see you tomorrow.
So